It's off to Leonard, defended by Simmons. Is this the dagger?
Welcome into episode 2 of the Dagger Podcast. Hank Joseph, of course, alongside my good friend Gabe Fenster. Gabe, happy to be back here. We made it to episode 2. We didn't get canceled. We didn't get kicked off. You know, we're still here, and we're ready.
We're on a positive slope. You know, whenever I listen to that intro, you know what I think of? I think of Joel Embiid crying because Kawhi Leonard hit that shot and Joel Embiid was crying in the locker room. And as a Heat fan, I'm really not too I'm not a fan of the Sixers, honestly. And whenever I see that Joel Embiid crying meme, it kind of cheers me up a little bit. But let's move on with the show.
See, but the thing is you being a Heat fan, the Sixers were never even close to relevant when you were a Heat fan. So I don't even know why.
What do you mean? I'm always a Heat fan. I've been a Heat fan.
I know. Well, since what? 2007, 8, 9.
Probably 2008.
Okay, exactly. So Sixers were never relevant. They haven't been relevant for 20 years.
Well, now they're good.
Good enough.
Obviously,
good enough,
I'm more knowledgeable
good enough to
now.
Not make it to the conference finals because Ben Simmons quit on his team. So
I don't understand what happened with that. He missed one shot, or he passed out of one shot.
I watched every game because
he passed out of one.
Hawks.
He passed out of one shot, and all of a sudden he's off the team. He's an 83 overall in 2K.
No, because it wasn't just one shot. One shot will live in infamy because it was a dunk right there onto the basket, but. Dude, they blew 2 out of 3 consecutive 20-point fourth quarter leads. Blew 2 games to the Hawks.
I understand that, but is that his fault?
Yeah, because he's sorry. He would take 7 shots a game, and he's Ben Simmons.
Well, he shouldn't be taking shots. That's one thing.
Yeah, but you should be dunking it and taking layups and taking floaters when you're 6'11" and you're a point guard. I mean, let's not act like we have any sympathy for him. He quit the sport.
I kind of feel bad for him, I'm going to be honest.
And I don't feel bad for you at all. We can move on from that. I don't feel bad for Ben Simmons one bit. One bit.
All right, well.
Look, if you don't practice and you don't love the sport.
Yo, what's with the Sixers and not practicing?
It's really strictly with one player, I think. James Harden practices. He just likes to go out.
Well, 15 years ago, Allen Iverson was on the Sixers.
Yeah, but that was because we were talking about practice when his friend just died. That's why the whole practice thing, like, don't you understand that? The whole practice thing was not because they asked him about practice. It was because he had just had a good friend. And they're like, hey, why did you miss practice?
Right, like,
and he's like, what are you talking about?
We're talking about practice.
Exactly. Yeah, so it's, practice is its own.
But there's a reason why they asked him about that. That's what I'm saying. Because he wasn't going to practice. He didn't need practice, though. But
yeah, I mean, look at the team around him. Like, what do you mean he didn't? He was the entire team.
He was the only one,
of course.
Yeah.
Anyways, did you see the video of Peyton Manning? He called timeout 62 times.
I did. I think I was calling timeout with him.
I think everybody, at home was, and poor Peyton having to watch that game. If he's out there, I do. It's tough when you're so good because you can never really be a coach. You can't be a coach because you're going to expect too much from these guys when you were obviously a first ballot Hall of Famer, but. Right. Oh, Peyton Manning would be an awesome coach.
Oh, amazing.
He'd be an awesome coach.
He seems like a very intelligent guy.
Very intelligent, especially.
You know what I love? I love the brother duo, the Eli Peyton podcast. I think that
the show.
I think it's amazing.
See, I don't watch it.
I love it. I think it's great. It's just like you see that brotherly bond. A lot of B's there. Brotherly bond there, and I love it.
Yeah, without Cooper, though.
Of course, Cooper. But he's irrelevant. It's the NFL players we're talking about.
Well, not anymore because they have that show coming out, the college trivia or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna watch that either.
Neither am I.
So,
I'm gonna stick to this Eli Peyton show. But
yeah, exactly.
No, that was funny. That was really funny.
I get that, but now that the Monday Night Crew is Joe Buck and Troy Aikman, like I'm never.
Yeah, I'm done.
Because last year, no. I'm saying I like that. Like,
really. Really?
Oh, of course.
Wow.
Because them two they're amazing.
They're great, but they're very biased.
Guess what? So is every broadcaster.
Not true.
Oh my God! Have you ever watched Chris Collinsworth?
National broadcasters shouldn't be biased. If you're broadcasting for a team,
what are they biased about?
I don't know. They
you don't know.
They seem to be biased about like one team. It's always one team that they're always biased towards. I don't know what it is. It's just always one team.
Well, maybe they talk better about the team that's winning because they're winning the game versus the team that's losing. Maybe,
All right, but you should at least be like hoping for a comeback from the other team.
Of course. Okay, so that's biased. If you're hoping.
No,
for
they're
something
not.
to happen.
That's the thing. They're not. That's what makes them biased.
No, because you're calling the game as it is.
As you should. They're calling the game. But then when the team that's losing makes a good play, they're not as excited as if the team.
Oh my God!
That's biased.
Please stop.
I'm just saying
Please
it's biased.
Stop. Please stop. Joe Buck and Troy Aikman got that job.
They're
got
great.
The bag.
They're great. Don't get me wrong, and I strive to be like them one day, but not the biased part of them. Honestly,
that's ridiculous.
I think I've learned to be very not biased. Like I did the show last year, and I would always talk positive about Miami, but I can't because.
No, but you do. You always talk positive.
This is my show now.
I've never heard you not.
This is our show. It's our rules. We can do what we want. But last year, I felt like there was a bit of a cutoff there when I tried to talk about my own personal.
Now we're talking about your own personal thing and not about Troy Aikman and Joe Buck. Anyways, what I was saying was I'll never watch the Manning Cast because now I have two fantastic broadcasters who have been doing it for 22 years or whatever together. And I'm just going to watch that because they're good as opposed to, what was the booth last year? Levy, Greaser, Brian Greaser, something. And, Lewis Riddick. Yeah, thank God. Get them off my television set.
Obviously.
So that's why, as great as the Manning Cast is, I just won't watch it.
Well, it's different. Obviously, you don't really have a choice listening to Joe Buck. He's doing the games. It's not like Peyton Manning and Eli Manning are broadcasting the games. They're just doing their own show, but I do get what you're saying.
Yeah, well, I mean, I understand that, but I'm just saying I watched it last year out of pure necessity because I didn't want to watch, Greasy and Riddick and Levy. But now I don't have to watch the Manning Cast, and I never will. But I do love the clips. 62 times.
Yeah, the short ones.
Call it timeout.
The short ones, yeah. It's hard to listen to them for a long time, but the short ones.
He said, I would call one here.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. The brotherly bond there. I love it.
Well, it's just the bond of two actual good quarterbacks. And
they're also brothers, but...
Well, of course. But, they would be able to bond like that whether they were brothers or not if they were just two all-time quarterbacks. I think.
In a different way.
I think. Brady and Manning would be fine. They would just be fighting.
Oh, yeah, that'd be different.
No.
Eli took that away from Brady.
They are very civil. They're very civil guys, so I think, it'd be fine.
But yeah, that video was pretty funny. I don't know what took them so long to call the timeout.
Yeah, poor Nathaniel Hackett. That's going to be a tough one. It's going to be a tough pill to swallow.
I'm surprised no players even
But we already talked about it on the last show.
Yeah.
So last night, the Chargers and the Chiefs faced off. We're actually doing this on Thursday, so we're going to give out some. Wow, Patrick Mahomes, man, he is so good.
Amazing.
He is so good.
I don't understand.
I thought Herbert played well, but
I think he could have played better. Honestly,
I agree as well. Could have played better, certainly.
Absolutely. But Travis Kelce, there's no stopping him.
No,
there's no stopping him.
Even with Khalil Mack and Kyle Van Noy, I mean, they don't really. Staley's a good coach as well, but like we said last week, you can take Tyreek away, but if Kelce's not going anywhere,
right? Like I said, Patrick Mahomes is a pure passer, so you don't really need Kelce. You'll need.
Yeah, certainly, and really love what they're doing with Mecole Hardman in this offense.
Mm-hmm.
Great touchdown last night. God, I'm really.
Oh, so earlier in the game too.
I'm really getting on a limb right here,
yeah.
But yeah, Hardman.
Can you believe that Patrick Mahomes passed for 500 yards?
No, I mean I thought Herbert played well. Certainly, the Chargers have played the Chiefs very tough. Went to overtime last year in December.
I have a feeling that Saturday we're going to go recap this, and everything we said is going to be the total opposite.
No, well, the good thing is
Kelce's going to get injured. Mahomes is going to play terrible. Khalil Mack's going to have 7 sacks.
Certainly not. I am taking the under. I know you guys won't hear this till afterwards, so I could get absolutely destroyed. But first 3 primetime games, all under hit. So guess what? We're going to continue with the trend. Ride the under.
I don't bet. Of course, I am not of legal age yet.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
Hypothetically, I will say that I'm going to take the over just because I want to go against Hank.
Okay, no, it's good. That's a good play because I generally lose money. So that's a good play.
All right, so someone's going to be making money here.
Responsible gambling, of course.
Either if I get the over, I won't be making money, but I'll take the pride. You'll be making the money if you get the underdog.
Exactly. Win-win situation, of course, except when I lose.
Right. And I don't actually gain anything.
Another in news today, actually, right before we started recording, Federer's playing in his last event. So we're
that's kind of surprising.
Federer and
Are you?
Serena. It's not surprising.
Really,
he hasn't played in any of the majors this year. I can tell you're a huge tennis stan already, but it's not that surprising.
I'm personally surprised. Just honestly, I don't know, because I think Alcaraz is going to take the #1 spot away from.
He just did.
I know, but I'm talking like #1, like physically and.
Oh, brother.
Seriously.
You acting like Djokovic died or something and fell off the face of the earth?
I'm just watching this kid and like his career is so bright.
Oh, the future is so bright.
Yes, absolutely. I'm talking about his future and the the face of tennis.
Don't act like Djokovic just fell off the face of the earth. He just wasn't allowed to compete in 2 of the majors this year. But he is still that dude. It's like Cam Smith going to LIV. He's going to lose all his rankings points, but he's still probably the best golfer in the world right now.
Yeah, of course.
But Alcaraz is fine.
Yeah,
I love Alcaraz.
Alcaraz is great, but Federer is the face of Nike from a Nike tennis, so that's going to be.
No, that's Nadal, brother. That's Rafa Nadal.
I'm getting them mixed up. Yeah, as you can tell, I'm not as tennis. I'm not the biggest tennis guy.
I could totally tell you were.
Absolutely.
I totally could tell you were because you were very surprised.
Federer,
which means, Nadal obviously won the Australian Open.
All right.
Open.
I apologize.
You better.
We all make mistakes.
I don't think there's a lot of tennis listening.
Yeah. Tennis
unless I get David to listen. But God, such a bad one from you there.
Yeah,
What if we talk about Serena? You think you know who that is?
Is that which sister is that? No,
yeah, Swiatek. Yeah, exactly. Well, Serena obviously, is bound to having 2 kids now. Incredible that she was even still playing. And
that one I'm not surprised about. But.
So again, you shouldn't be surprised about Federer because he hasn't competed.
Okay, so hypothetically, if we're talking about Nadal, do you understand why I was surprised? If it was Nadal retiring.
Duh.
Okay, thank you. So there's the answer.
No, but that's the thing. You can't mix the 2 up.
I did though.
Yeah,
I did mix the 2 up. I did
because the 2 of them had some of the greatest matches played versus each other in the history of the sport. And obviously, I'm not a tennis geek, but I do enjoy great bouts of, greatness. And they had a lot of those. And that's kind of the thing with Serena. She never really had that one girl, maybe Sharapova, but she never really had that one girl, I guess maybe Venus, that was really competing with her. Tournament out.
Nah, Serena's always been so much more dominant than Venus.
She's always been dominant. Well, yeah, I mean, sure, but Venus was first.
I feel like I can't even talk about tennis anymore.
No,
I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed.
I think you just sit this one out and get ready for our next segment.
Okay, yeah, please, just keep going.
Federer, incredible career. 20 majors. I'm really just guessing at this point. I'll just look it up real quick. This is embarrassing.
I probably should have looked up who's who before talking.
You probably should have. 20. I was right. Bam. I'm like that. 20 Grand Slams. 20 majors. Why does it say Grand Slams won? Well, I guess they are. Because I'm thinking the golf Grand Slam. So 20 Grand Slams won. Yeah, you probably don't know what that is, so just watch yourself.
Are we just attacking me now?
Watch where you step. Yeah, because now you're stepping into my territory. The lion roars real loud when it comes to golf. Look at my hat. Nike, baby.
Those listening to the podcast will not see his hat, but his hat is a...
Oh,
he's repping...
Don't worry. We got YouTube, TikTok, and Twitter, so you guys can check it out on all platforms, of course. Wow. Speaking of Serena Williams, did you see the Chicago Cubs sweep the Mets?
Yeah, that definitely has something to do with each other. That match with Serena was crazy. But anyways, the Chicago Cubs.
The Mets are bums.
I'm not
Braves.
complaining.
Braves have not played well.
I'm not complaining about the Mets being.
3 of the last 4 or whatever.
I mean, I guess the Yankees are kind of on an uprising right now, coming after a huge slump. They lost about 10 games to the Tampa Bay Rays in the AL wild card or no AL East race.
Are they still leading? How much?
Oh no, they're leading. So right now, let's see. Let me get the exact statistics up because I don't want to make another mistake.
Well, you certainly don't want to confuse Aaron Judge and Jose Altuve. That would be a tragedy.
Are they not the same person?
Just a little bit of a height difference.
Okay,
yeah.
So Let's see. We got AL East. The Yankees. Oh, the Blue Jays are actually ahead of the Rays right now.
Oh, yeah, because the Blue Jays, they won 3-2 the other day.
Right. So the Yankees are 6 games ahead of the Blue Jays and 7.5 in front of the Rays.
Because the Blue Jays are playing the Rays right now, if I'm not mistaken. Or they just finished a series against them. They must have won 2 of 3 or... Oh, boy. Well, see, that's the nice thing, like, and y'all are in a similar situation. You don't have to worry about making the playoffs. Like, that's what's nice. Like,
yeah, I don't know about that.
The Braves have 8 games on the second place wild card team, so like I have nothing to worry about with us.
I think there's a huge worry with the Yankees.
Yeah, I mean they definitely have to play who? Who do they finish their schedule against?
Jeez, I don't even want to know.
God, this is really just turning into a Braves Yankees podcast. Let's talk about anybody else in baseball. Wainwright and Yadier Molina, 325, right? That's how many games?
It's the greatest duo.
I didn't even know I didn't know the battery was a thing. Like pitcher, catcher, starters. They call it the battery.
I didn't know that either.
Battery.
I'm learning that here.
Yeah, 320. I thought you were a baseball fan.
I am, but I don't know that kind of slang.
Yeah,
That's
well, that's...
interesting.
Oh, the Blue Jays and the Rays play again, actually.
All right, well, let's go Rays.
Is that who you want to win?
Somewhat, honestly, because
Well,
Blue
yeah,
Jays are
the
down
Blue Jays
6.
are nipping at your...
Right.
6 games back? You're chilling.
You think.
I mean, look, your bats will always play.
Not true.
See, I think the pitchers...
Not
I think
true.
those pitchers are...
Whose pitchers?
Yours.
They're very inconsistent.
Yeah.
Very
exactly.
inconsistent.
Like, Cole gets shelled like every other game. Dude, y'all play the Brewers. My lord, you might play real bad against them.
Anyways, so yeah, back to your point. Cubs swept the Mets. That's pretty funny.
The Mets.
It's the better
the Mets,
Chicago
the Mets.
team. No, I'm just joking. It's the worst one. It's the one who let go of all their players and are trying to rebuild.
But they
not really working.
But they didn't let go of all their players
They
because
let
kept
everyone
Contreras and they kept Happ, which made 0 sense.
Right, but last year they let go of Rizzo, Baez,
I
and
know.
Bryant.
But that was good because those were all guys. Well, at least Baez. I mean, he's going to be bad. That's going to be the worst signing for Detroit for a long time, like without a doubt.
That was tough.
I
thought
he was a scrub.
When that first happened, I thought it was going to rank Bryant, Baez, Rizzo. But I think it's the total opposite.
Oh, no, I think it's Rizzo, Brian, Baez. I think
Rizzo's the best.
I think Brian's been hurt for a minute.
Yeah.
Oh, is he the best? Because he's on the... Who's he on?
He's on the Yankees.
The Yankees.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he must be the best. Yeah, he must be the best.
He's actually injured too right now.
They're
They're all injured.
Yeah, y'all have a lot of guys.
There are a lot of injuries. That's been creeping up on the Yanks for about 100 years? 110 years?
The Mets?
No, the Yankees. Injuries.
Oh.
Always been a problem.
Yeah, all I know is that super not concerned really about the Mets. What's going on with the AL Central?
Let's check that out.
Are the White Sox there yet or still?
White Sox are 4 games behind the Cleveland Guardians.
Yep.
The Cleveland Guardians. And the Twins are 5 games back. And then right below, they're creeping up on the 3rd place spot is the Royals, 20 games behind the 1st place spot.
Yeah, they are creeping up on it.
So they got to watch out for that. The Royals are coming in hot. And the Tigers are also coming in hot. They're eliminated from playoff contention.
All right. Yeah. Jesus. Let's
so that takes a big leap from...
I was only talking about 2 teams in the Central, okay? That's certainly not the Royals or the Tigers.
There's actually 3 teams because the Twins are only a game behind.
Yeah, but I'm not putting any faith in that team at all. Yeah, I don't think that they're those guys. I feel bad for the Guardians because they get no love, zero respect. When all they've been doing is winning the division for the last 9 weeks, 8 weeks. They've been leading that division. It's always within 4 games, but a lot of friends that are White Sox fans feel super bad for them because they're always so confident going in. Every single year they're so confident, and then they just...
The Guardians?
No, the Sox.
The White Sox?
Yes.
Oof.
Yeah, I know a bunch of people that are Guardians fans.
I know.
I could not tell you one person that's a Guardians fan.
I can tell you someone who's yeah, I can't say that. but not a Guardians fan.
Well, I feel bad for them because they're just cheering for a baseball team that doesn't exist. So.
All right, who's the best team in the American League, in your opinion?
The Houston Astros.
All right. I'm just making sure we're on the same page there. Unfortunately, it hurts to say, but Houston Astros,
they're always the best team.
It's no doubt.
They're always the best team. Whatever the Yankees want to do in the regular season, they can do.
The postseason.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. So I'll take the team that's gone to the World Series how many times in a row out of the AL?
Are we talking cheating or not cheating?
Oh, excluding the Rays one year that the Braves would have won that if they had.
What about the year they took it away from the Dodgers?
No, I don't. I don't care. Cheating or not cheating, they're still the best.
Oh, then 15.
15.
No.
So that was 7 years ago. No,
the Astros.
the Red
7 years
Sox.
ago, the Astros were probably the worst team in the MLB.
7 years ago? That's soon? Really?
I think so. The Astros used to be
Has
really
Altuve
bad.
not been on the Astros for 10 years at least?
I think he has, but he only kind of hit that prime potential. Look that up for me, please, because I know the Astros. I could be way off with the years,
Dude, he was
but
the
I know
MVP in 2017, bro.
that was 5 years ago.
Yeah, I know.
Go 2 years
So
back.
I'm sure in
before that.
2015 they were fine.
I don't know. Just look it up. I know the Astros used to be terrible.
2015 they were 86 and 76.
All right, so they were on the
Yeah.
rise of getting better. When were they the worst team in the
they
league?
barely missed winning their division. They lost.
Because I
by
know
2
the
games.
Astros were god awful at one point in the early 2010s.
That's for you to know because you know it. You know that they were god awful.
They were.
I don't remember a time.
They were.
You know, what? 2015 they probably had Garrett Cole, did they not?
Was Garrett Cole on the Pirates then?
Oh lordy.
He might have been on the Pirates then.
Pirates are beat. Dodgers are going to dominate the National League. Not even a concern.
A very disappointing team. Obviously, the
Not even
Padres.
concerned about them. No, I don't care about the Padres. You know
I think
why?
the Padres and the White Sox have a lot in common in confidence when it comes to going into the season. Going into the season.
Well,
Thinking-
the difference is that the Padres put their faith in a 21-year-old player.
They put their faith in their hitters.
Sure, but they put their faith in a 21-year-old.
Which one are you talking about?
Who do
Soto
you
or
think?
Tatis?
Tatis. They put their faith in a 21-year-old who injured himself on a motorcycle and then was out for 6 months and then tried to take steroids that he knew he couldn't take to try and get
He
back
was
in.
helping a hernia.
Whose dad was in the major leagues. Like, that is so embarrassing.
I know.
So embarrassing. And then what they do, they gave away all their best prospects to get a guy who just gets more walks than anybody else. That's all he does.
He was helping a hernia. I think
I
that's what he
could
said.
give a...
All right.
Padres
Speaking
are
of
frauds. I'll never support
roids, what do you think about Aaron Judge? Do you think he's just a large individual with an immense amount of strength, or do you
really
think
want to get yourself into this? Because
you-
I feel like you're hurting your own.
I'm not hurting my own. I just want to hear your opinion.
No, I think he's just a manimal.
Okay.
I think he would just be a really good hooper.
He was a hooper
Yeah, I'm
and
saying.
a football player.
Okay, I'm sure he was. Look at him, he's massive.
I
He
just
could be a really good discus thrower if he wanted to be, or javelin thrower.
he could do
Shit, he
anything.
could probably run
He could do
100. He could probably run a 100-meter dash.
He's
and-
fast. At that size, he is really fast.
Yeah, because his strides are 5 feet wide.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, of course, he's just.
So
an
MVP
athlete.
case, Ohtani Judge. I say Judge by a mile.
Ohtani.
You're kidding.
I mean, he does it all.
He
pitches and he hits. I mean, come on.
He's batting at 260.
Yeah, I mean, Judge might get the Triple Crown. His batting average is not going to get there, I don't think.
Judge.
He's fourth right now in batting average. First, obviously, in home runs. And first, obviously, and what is it? It's home runs and RBIs. It's batting
Home run
average,
RBIs, runs.
No. Triple Crown is just
No, oh yeah,
home
Triple Crown.
runs,
I thought
RBIs.
yeah, but he's first in
batting average.
RBIs, home runs, runs. It's
It's
undoubtedly.
easy when you bat yourself around the plate 57 times.
So that's unfair though. So are you just going to give Ohtani the MVP every year because he does it all? Like Judge is playing out of this world.
No, I mean, Judge is going to win, so it doesn't matter what I think. But I think Shohei Ohtani's the greatest baseball player I've ever seen in my life.
Really?
Well, yeah, absolutely.
Have you ever watched Ken Griffey?
No,
Okay.
because
Well.
I was 4 years old. Even if that, you were younger than I was, so no.
I've watched replays.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's,
No, but
this is a tough
it's
comment to have.
Judge by a landslide.
Yeah, I mean it is, but I mean Ohtani, I would salivate to have Ohtani on my baseball team.
Well, of course. If you want to build around a player, it's going to be Ohtani. Obviously.
Well, you don't have to build around him. I would just like to add him.
Build in him.
We are building around our core. We have the greatest young core.
No, he's unbelievable. I've never seen a player like him.
Exactly.
Since Babe Ruth, obviously, but I didn't see
Oh,
Babe
really?
Ruth.
You saw him a lot?
Oh, I see him.
Yeah, you watched a lot of Babe Ruth?
Me and Babe, yeah, we kicked that. Oh, hit my knee there. Just hit my knee.
Gabe and Babe.
Me and Babe, yeah, we hit it back in the old roaring 20s.
Gabe and Babe. Gabe, you wrote on here Steph Curry got a lifetime contract with Under Armour. And I said, didn't he already kind of have that? Because he's the greatest athlete they've ever had. Did you know Tom Brady used to be an Under Armour athlete?
Is that right?
A lot of people knew that.
I didn't know that. Steph Curry, I feel like he had a verbal contract, lifetime, but he actually just signed the physical contract for lifetime.
LeBron did it first.
Seahawks should have ran the football.
LeBron did it first. LeBron had the lifetime contract with Nike first.
I know he did, but we're talking about Steph Curry here. LeBron did that years ago.
I mean, if you're Steph, probably should just sign with Nike. You'll probably get paid more anyways.
$1 billion.
Well, I mean, he's not going to get $1 billion.
Do you think Steph Curry...
I don't think Under Armour has $1 billion to give out.
Well, they have to. They just signed the contract.
How much Under Armour have you been buying lately?
None.
Exactly. I haven't touched Under Armour.
I hate Under Armour.
Since...
But if you do want to sponsor us, Under Armour, I will wear it. But Steph Curry, do you think that he can wear anything... If he just signed a lifetime contract with Under Armour, do you think he can go out in the streets wearing anything but Under Armour now?
Yeah, Kith. He could wear Balenciaga. He could wear...
Why?
Because why would you want to wear Under Armour shit?
I don't know how it works. I'm not an athlete. I've never signed a contract.
It really is just shoes.
Is it? All it and like on the court kind of stuff?
It's just on the court.
Interesting. All right, so that's an easy contract sign then.
Like, I think he's going to be walking around with this girl in Under Armour Storm sweatshirt and Under Armour sweats. Like,
you never know.
You'd look like me in 6th grade. Yeah, that's what I was wearing. I wore that black
Nike
and
Elites.
Electric yellow. No, I'm Under Armour. I wore that black and yellow Storm sweatshirt. It looked like, lightning was coming off.
I was a Nike kind of guy. I would wear the shirts that say, like,
yeah,
just
bro,
one
we
bucket.
were all Nike guys.
Just do it.
Guess what? I could save my mom $1 or $2,
Yeah.
I didn't have to always get the most expensive sports in the game.
No.
So, yeah, Mom, Storm sweatshirt. No, it was actually
as long as I was wearing my lime green, what were those socks called?
Definitely wore those.
What were those socks called? The
what, the Elites?
The Elites, the Nike Elite socks.
You just said it 5 seconds
did I?
ago.
Nike Elite socks.
Gosh.
My Just Do It shirt and my Nike Elite shorts, and my spiky hair with like, hey, give me a little beep there, please. Please give me a beep.
Well, I can't give you a beep. I don't know what you're gonna say.
Just go with a fuck ton of gel. With a gel.
You said a lot of gel.
You bleeped out the gel part.
With a lot of gel.
Yeah,
well, I didn't know what you were saying.
Well, I just need. You're in charge of that bleep thing, so I need you to get that.
I am.
With a ton of gel, with a Gorilla Glue gel, would just rub that in my hands. It was like that gooey.
It was Gabe Fenster music era.
Yeah, exactly. I used to have a YouTube channel. I would post videos of me singing. I clearly took a
mission to all our listeners is to find Gabe Fenster music. He definitely took it down.
No, I still have it.
Okay,
still have it. I took a different route with my voice, but
we'll put some of those out on Twitter for sure.
We will not.
Yeah,
we will not.
Definitely will. Or TikTok. We'll put it out on TikTok.
I actually had a video of me singing in middle school, but kids would kind of make fun of me, so I
really
take it down.
That doesn't sound like kids at all in middle school.
No, of course not. Kids were so nice.
What did you sing, like Bruno?
Yes, actually. How'd you know?
You sang Grenade.
Yes. Wow.
I knew it.
How?
Because you were trying to get a girl. And you were like, I'm gonna sing.
Well,
this
actually,
and she's gonna love it.
It was Grenade. It was "Count on Me" by Bruno Mars.
How does it go?
You want me to sing it?
Yeah.
You're putting me on the spot here. It was like you can count on me like once.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Exactly.
That's what you sang?
Yeah. I did a talent show with that.
So did she hit your line or after? Or?
I don't remember. It's been so
long.
Sound probably
like
not. No, she didn't hit my line. No, she didn't.
No, count on me. If you're gonna serenade a girl, don't sing that one. I think Grenade
nowadays
is
it's probably
play.
like Rod Wave and like Givey on.
Nah, it's like Lil Peep. They're like serenading with Lil Peep. Or
Juice
X.
WRLD.
Yeah, X. They're like,
I still see your shadows in my room. Oh, let me hit him up.
They're like, you really remind me of this X song.
I went to middle school.
Look at me.
X went to middle school.
What's his name again?
Jose Onfroy.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
My favorite is Javinci Kitchens.
Who's that?
In Ghana.
That's his name?
Yeah.
You're kidding.
Not joking. Isn't that hard? It's so hard.
Javinci Kitchens.
Isn't
Is that
that
why he
five?
says Javinci Givenchy in his songs?
Probably. Or because the drip. He's a big fashion guy.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. That was his name.
There was one name. It was 21 Savage's name. Let me look it up real
his
quick. His
funny.
name
Doug's
is
funny.
Shia Ben Abraham Joseph.
Oh, wait. I always forget little babies.
Did I tell you I met Trippie Redd?
Dude, I'm tired of all the people that you met. Okay, little baby's name is Spy.
Trippie Redd. I mean, who?
Dominique Armani Jones. That's the sickest name I've ever heard.
That's nice.
I would probably, if I were little baby, I'd probably rename myself Little Neek. No, that doesn't work.
Yeah, let's
Little
do
Armani. Little Armani.
Let's play a game. I'm gonna do rap names, and you're gonna have to like. You're gonna actually let's do rap heights.
Okay,
The
well, I
heights
have
of
a
rappers.
couple up here, so I'm just gonna hope that you say one of them.
All right. Well, I'm gonna do rappers
do, like,
heights
two or
because I
three.
can't just guess a name. It's kind of hard to guess a name.
We
where
have to
it's
get
like a
to
height.
Picks by Hank segment, but
Okay.
yeah,
let's
give me
see.
the name and I have to guess the
The height of the rapper.
Oh, the height.
The height of the rapper.
Oh,
I'm gonna see if I can blow your mind.
okay. Well, I only know Critch is 6'7", so if that's what you want to do.
All right, let's see. I'm trying to look up a list.
Doug's
Hip hop
tall.
artists.
Quavo is like 6'1", probably. Baby is so short. Oh my lord. Doug is like 5 foot. Dude, let's
4
go.
foot two.
What are you?
I'm trying to just get a list. It's not giving me it.
Just look up a guy and then just ask me. And then
All
just
right.
look him up.
Okay, let's see. Here we go.
Yeah, bro. There's like a million rappers.
They're giving me like kid rappers right now.
Dude, look up a
All right,
rapper.
Kanye West.
Okay, 5'7".
5 foot
Yeah,
8. Very
okay,
close.
I'm hot.
All right, let's see. Let's go with
Just pick another one.
go Tupac.
That's not fair.
Tupac.
That's not fair.
Tupac.
No, because I didn't really
Tupac
listen to-
Shakur. Tupac.
No, it's not. Again, pick somebody that's rapping right now, please. That
All
I
right.
could have actually
21 Savage.
6'3".
5'11".
Ooh, okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. He's taller than most.
All right, so
This is the last
I don't
one.
believe
This is
this.
the last one.
last one. I'm gonna do like a tall, very tall one that you're not gonna get. All right, let's do.
Critch. Oh,
I'm
Quavo.
gonna change it up. Actually. Let's see. Flo Rida.
Dude, who cares?
Flo Rida.
Who cares? He's not even a rapper, dude. He's a singer.
How tall is Flo Rida?
6'3".
6'3".
I
Yeah.
don't give it.
All right.
Yeah, for as many actual good songs as he has, 3.
Yeah.
Um,
Lil Wayne.
welcome to Little. He's little as
How tall?
5'5".
Yeah. Wow. Wow.
Dude, I'm kind of nice at this. I'm not
All
gonna
right,
lie.
all right.
Oh, Hank Joseph, 6'1".
Are you 6'1"?
No, 6'1" on a good day.
Okay.
More like 6 foot,
Lil Uzi Vert.
4'10".
Stop it.
No
Don't
way I got
disrespect
that.
him like that.
What?
He's 5'4".
Yeah, maybe.
That's
5'4",
what it
maybe.
says on here.
All right.
No, we're done there. All right, one more. Easy.
Oh God, definitely 5 foot.
5'2".
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure, super short.
Yeah, that's all I got now.
right.
That's all I got.
Well, that was
fun.
a good segment there. If you're into historical facts of certain
Tupac.
rappers. Again, I don't know. He's always compared to Biggie, who's ginormous. So I don't.
Yeah, at this point I forget
I
Tupac.
can't make that judgment.
Is Biggie small or big?
No, Biggie's big. That's
He is?
all get out.
So where's the small come from?
It's just his name because when he was a kid, they called him Biggie Small because he was wide.
Oh,
short.
okay.
Yeah.
So why can't he be Biggie
I can't
wide
believe
now?
you should definitely watch that. Well, he's dead. That's why. Wow.
Rest in peace.
I'm
know Biggie Smalls is
very
dead.
disappointed.
I know. I'm talking about just like hypothetically, if like when he was alive, all right, like before
What
he
do you
died.
mean he
Obviously,
was
I know when he's dead.
Well, when he was alive.
Right, he was
they
Biggie
just
wide.
started calling him Biggie. It was just
Okay.
Biggie. You
All
didn't
right.
have to say anything else. Everybody knew who he was.
All
It's
right.
like Tupac. They just called him.
Did you really have to tell me that Biggie Smalls passed away?
Well, you acted like you don't even know who these guys are.
When did I say that?
Well, yeah, it's just like you're like, well, why don't they call him Biggie Wide now? And it's like, well, because now he's been dead for 15 years, 20 years. That's why. See, it's not me assuming, it's you asking the question, which is, this is not going as well as our first one.
The first podcast.
We're a little bit more rattled right now. So do you want to get into continuing NBA offseason wins and losses?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, we can start with the Atlanta Hawks. Huge win.
enormous.
All season long, it was supposed to be, when's John Collins going to leave? What are we going to get back for him? You know, how are we going to transition after clearly our rebuilding didn't really work. I mean, it did work very well, but we played a fluky 76ers team, and, you know, they kind of let us win that series.
I think the Hawks have everything now, honestly.
Well, yeah, I mean, DeJounte, it's going to take some time.
DeJounte is everything.
It's going to, I understand, but he's everything with the ball in his hands, and that's not going to be the case.
Right, because Trey's the ball hog.
I mean, not as much a ball hog as much as the offense runs through him. And without him, we have no offense. Like you see when he's out of the game.
Oh, you're a Hawks fan, right. Jeez. Congratulations.
Yeah, because I don't just pick and choose what cities I want to be a fan of. Except for the Falcons, because Michael Vick.
Did you say you were a Patriots fan?
Yeah, because Michael Vick, when he got arrested, I was like, well, I can't really be. And I was 7, so I was like, well, this sucks. My quarterback just had dogs beat each other up. So then I was like, okay, let's pick a team that I watch every Sunday. Boom.
Okay.
So, I mean, that's nice. But it's kind of funny, right when I started being a fan, lost to the Giants. 4 years later, lost to the Giants. So I actually didn't win until my 8th year of being a fan, which was cool. Like, I had to wait the whole 9 yards, but nothing like Georgia sports, obviously.
So, yeah, NBA offseason. Hawks are going to be great. Celtics got Malcolm Brogdon.
Yeah, great signing
as well.
Enormous. Do they still have Derek White? They got rid of him,
No,
right?
they still have him.
See, that's a loaded guard that you don't need.
I know.
He's going to get traded.
Probably.
Someone has to
at
get
least
traded
for like a pick or something.
I think it's going to be really crazy when the Hawks get Jaylen Brown in 2 years.
Shut up. Yeah, I think it's going to be crazy when Miami gets LeBron back.
Well, I mean, Jaylen Brown makes sense because he's from Atlanta, and he definitely wants to leave the Celtics.
Does he? Oh, that
100%.
whole hype. Yeah, that whole scenario. I remember that.
100%.
Yeah.
Like they were offering him up in the KD trades.
Right. That was.
So yeah, I mean, I definitely
Twitter.
can see him coming back to the A where he's born and raised. I actually watched him out of high school. He was that dude. Senior year at Wheeler. Oh my lord, he hit a buzzer beater against Roswell. It was nuts. So sick. So yeah, I guess the Celtics got better. I don't know what Horford. I don't know what another year of Horford's.
I don't know if he's going to be good, honestly. But
he was always my favorite player on the Hawks. Actually,
the Hawks had a good team then. They did have a good team.
Yeah.
Jeff
Good teams that had to play LeBron every time in the playoffs, and he beat us 12-0.
Yeah.
3 sweeps against Brown in the playoffs. Don't apologize.
Who was on that Hawks team? That was Paul Millsap, Al Horford, Jeff Teague.
Who else you got? You're almost there. So close.
That's starting. That's starting.
All 5 of them made the All-Star team. Except for the small forward. Except for the small forward.
Josh Smith?
No, he was gone.
He was gone. Okay.
Way gone. Way gone.
Missing a shooting guard and a small forward, right?
Shooting guard and a small forward. You'll never get the small forward. Shooting guard you should be able to get. Because
Hawks.
he's got.
What year is this?
He's got some of the 2015. He's got some of the best heat check videos ever in the Hawks.
2015 Hawks.
He was a shooter. Big time shooter.
Oh man.
I mean,
pure
you're
shooter.
Be really pissed.
Pure shooter. Oh, Kyle Korver.
Of course.
Okay.
You'll never get the 3 guard.
Oh man, he was an All-Star. How many time All-Star?
No, he was not.
Oh, he was not.
Everybody was that year except for him.
Gosh.
Because Korver was reserved for D Wade because he was hurt.
Can you give me the college?
Nope, I don't even know it.
Okay.
Bummy one.
What other teams did he play for? No, can't even tell me
Nets.
Nets.
Cavs for a little bit. You're never gonna get it.
All right, just give me it.
Damari Carroll.
Oh. Honestly,
yeah, you were never gonna get that.
Honestly, if you gave me
of
course.
But you were never gonna guess it.
All right.
And then 2 years after him, it was
Dennis Schroeder was coming off the bench, wasn't he?
He was. He was our 6th man. We also, we had Tabo Cephalosha and Ken Bazemore off the bench as well.
Didn't Tabo Cephalosha
Yeah, that was pretty much his last. No, he got stabbed.
Oh, okay.
That was outside of New York, outside of a
I thought he was in prison.
No.
He was definitely in prison.
Look it up.
I'm looking it up right now.
No, he got stabbed outside of a nightclub in New York.
Let's see.
I think you're just making this up.
There's all this stuff about him. Oh, it was a wrongful arrest, but he was in prison.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
No, so he was never.
Well, he was never in prison, but he was arrested.
Okay, big difference, huge difference.
Thank you.
Literally ginormous difference.
Thank you.
Boy,
no, that Hawks team is
good. You're putting disrespect on Tabo's name. My goodness, he is out of the league now, though. But yeah, we really loved him. Brought a lot of defense. Ken Bazemore as well.
Ken Bazemore. Wow. What a team.
No,
Too
not
bad.
really.
Too bad.
Not really. What a team. Couldn't even get one game. And it was also like that series against the Wizards where Paul Pierce hit that banked three.
Oh,
and he
from
called
the corner?
He called bank. Yeah, and then the next game, he hit one, but then Horford tipped one in right after, so then we won that one. But
remember when Paul Pierce left during the finals because he had to use the restroom?
Yeah, he had the runs. Yeah, I know, absolutely. He walked so Lamar could run. Well, I guess.
I've
Huddle
never heard
or
anything
scurry,
like that.
I guess.
Never heard anything like that. That's insane.
What? I mean,
He faked an injury to go
no.
poop.
Well, I know. That was the craziest thing is that he faked the injury because he could have just asked to get subbed out. But it's also like what? How does that happen? Like, what are you eating at halftime? That's like making you.
I don't even want to know. I don't know what KG's
was
cooking
he
up.
like eating chili at half? I don't know. NBA. Let's just stay with the Eastern Conference, and then we can do the Western Conference next week.
Eastern Conference. Who else
So we
got?
already talked about the Cavs.
Nets are keeping KD and Kyrie.
Heat are
as the-
horrible.
What? He's running it back.
Yeah, no, it's not going to work out too well.
It may not. East. Let's see. Who else got some good players?
The Knicks got really good.
I wouldn't say really good.
I'm joking,
Okay.
dude. They're giving
All right.
R.J. Barrett and Jalen Brunson
Cavaliers?
$220 million. We already talked about the Cavs.
Briefly.
Well, I think we covered it. Jared Allen, Mobley, Garland, C.D. Osman,
No.
Donovan Mitchell.
Karis LeVert.
Oh, Karras, yeah.
Mm.
Well, he didn't look great in the playoffs last year.
Pacers are going to be terrible.
Well, having Tyrese and now Benedict Mathurin, I think is pretty awesome. And they still have Healed.
No, yes, they do. They do,
Yeah,
buddy.
so-
They do, buddy.
Really setting up for the future because this isn't really a time that you want to be that good, to be honest. Like, keep stacking up those low draft picks because there's a lot of good dudes in college right now, and the East is so competitive. Like, it always balances itself out. Like, right now, it's really heavy on the East, but for the last 10 years, it was really just LeBron against the West. I mean, that's kind of what it was. So,
Speaking of the Pacers, remember when DeAndre Ayton was on the Pacers for like 2 minutes?
yeah, was it even that long? No, I think it was like 4 hours. Yeah.
There was a whole graphic.
And then they
Bleacher
matched
Report
the
tweeted
offer
out like
sheet.
him in a Pacers jersey.
Well, dude, it was so dumb from the Suns because
Yeah.
they're like, yeah, we don't want you. And then
I don't know why
it's
they
like
even
the
tweeted it
minute
out.
that he gets signed, it's like, oh, actually, no, we now that other teams want you, we want you
Yeah,
as
it's a
well.
little
It's
petty.
like, what the?
I mean, speaking of the Suns, I don't think their owner's too.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah,
Well,
that's out of my range. I think, personally.
Obviously, there's something going on up there.
Yeah, that's
but-
certain. I think that's just out of my range to discuss right now. I haven't
Yeah,
done
I'm
the
not-
proper
No,
research
we'll talk
quite
about
yet,
that next episode.
But Big Spy Hank is an Instagram account that I started freshman year, and I was really bad at keeping up, posting my pics and everything beforehand. Plus, they weren't really that good, so it was kind of just more embarrassing for me that I would even post these because they would just lose. And it was the bubble, and the bubble was so hard to bet on.
NBA bubble?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it was T.J. Warren dropping 50
Right.
bombs.
Oh, TJ Warren's in Brooklyn.
Yeah, who cares?
You
Who cares?
never
He
know.
didn't play at all last year.
I know.
He didn't play a single game.
They have two players that are playing that didn't play at all last year.
Yeah, but I did see on Twitter. I actually have it pulled up. Devontae Adams' family is going to be in the house.
That's
it's his
fun.
first time his grandparents are going to see him live.
Oh wow.
So right now on Caesars, he's minus 113 to score any time. He did not score last week against the Chargers defense, which played pretty well, which is why I think the under in the Chiefs game will probably hit 54. But yeah, I would throw your life savings on him to score this week. I don't think he goes 2 weeks without scoring.
But like you said, him and Derek Carr are not really working out that well together. But
Well, it's been one game,
I
like
know.
you said.
But-
It's
right,
just one game,
right.
you know?
Yeah, I'm just going back on my own.
Yeah, exactly.
my
You
bad.
just you did just contradict your own
I
self
did, I
there.
did.
But no, I mean I think, if you don't score the first time, that means maybe you'll get 2 the next time. So
Okay.
I would actually probably bet on him to get 2 touchdowns, to be honest.
You can, I can't, but
Well, there's books out there.
there is.
I
But
can get you some free play.
let's not share
Also, Georgia Southern coming off a huge win versus Nebraska. They're due for a disappointment. UA beat actually hate that spread. I'm scrolling. Just Devontae Adams. And Georgia is going to beat the brakes off South Carolina in Columbia this weekend. Place is going to be moving. Columbia's awesome atmosphere. They're going to do Sandstorm. It's going to be electric. Wish I could go. But, Gabe, I'm going to the LIV golf event today, actually.
Worth it. Today?
No, certainly not worth it. It's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but we're driving up after we record this.
Where is that?
So that's why we would record Friday for you guys, but we can't because I'm heading out. It's at Rich Harvest Farms, which is just outside of Chicago, more like an hour outside. Let's see, Kane County, Illinois. You ever been there? Probably not.
Of course. I grew up there.
Yeah, so this is pretty cool. So Rich Harvest, it's actually in northern Illinois. It's actually their home course, which is crazy because it's super, super nice. And let me put this on the record. I do not support LIV. I hate what it's done to golf. I hate that it split golf up. Yep, I might get choked up here. I might cry a little bit on set. You can look at it on the camera. Really hate what LIV has done. Yeah, give me some. No, I'm fine. LIV, I hate it. I don't support it. But you know what? For the podcast, for the listeners, I'm going to go to it this weekend, okay? I'm going to take some notes.
I'm not going to get political, but I don't support it either.
Good. That's political, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, you support them. You support 9/11. That's all I'm going to say.
Wow.
Saudi Arabia.
Wow.
Saudi Arabia.
Woo.
So
I didn't say that.
Very excited to go because I've actually played this course with one of my friends before. So I've never seen like professionals play a course that I've played at. So that's going to be really exciting. And gosh, I hate it. I hate it so much, but I am slightly excited because I do love professional golf events. I think they're a lot of fun to watch. If you like golf, of course. If you don't, you're going to...
I watch some golf. My dad's a huge golf fan. But please fill me in on who the LIV have actually signed.
Okay, so after the season ended, they got about 3 more guys. So they got Cam Smith, number 2 in the world currently. Dustin Johnson, no need for introduction.
Even I know him.
Yep. Joaquin Neiman, who was a super, super good budding superstar on the tour from, I believe, Chile. Super, super good player. They actually they've gotten a few South Americans. Mexico, they got Abraham Answers, Mexican golfer, the best Mexican golfer without a doubt. Dustin Johnson, Patrick Reed, Brooks Koepka, Bryson DeChambeau.
Wow,
those guys.
Okay, yeah.
All definitely out of their prime. It is what it is. I think everybody can say it. That's why so many people really hate LIV because it's just taking a lot of guys that were good and are not anymore. Sergio Garcia, Lee Westwood. Trying to think of any more big names. Harold Varner III. That one stings because Varner was like one of the nicest guys on tour.
Doesn't necessarily mean he's not a nice guy.
No. Certainly, I have lost zero respect for him because he came out and said, "Look, my wife and I talked about it, and it was simple.
They're paying him so much.
Paying him a lot of money. It's just that, and that's where the huge problem came in with the Phil Mickelsons and the Brysons and the Brooks and the guys that said, "No, I won't go," and then turned their back. Obviously knowing when they said this in the press conference that they were going to go. Taking the money and then trying to, deny that it was because of that. That's the worst part. So, are you looking through the list right now?
I'm trying to look at who's actually staying.
What other names did I forget that are... I think that I nailed most of them. I'm really not trying
Phil
to
Mickelson.
care. Of course, Phil's don't even get me started.
Rory McIlroy, wow.
What are you talking about?
He's in LIV.
No, brother.
That's what it says here.
Dude, go to the actual LIV website. Don't go on Google and look at the names that are involved. Because the only reason Rory comes up is because he's the most anti-LIV person.
Is he?
Oh
Okay.
my gosh, yeah, absolutely. He's the one that brought the tour together, pretty much.
Okay,
Him and Tiger brought the tour together, banned against it, come up with all these new ideas, and all this stuff.
So
and that's
top
why
10, Ian Poulter,
Poulter's
Taylor
50.
Gooch.
Taylor Gooch is a young guy who had, some really great things going on the tour. Sold out, took the money, and then tried to lie about it. And then here's the best part about Gooch is that he said, "I'm just a golfer. I just golf. I don't really focus on all the other things.
Oh, okay.
And it's like, well,
you did that.
You certainly do because you knew the contract that you were signing. So that was hilarious. Yeah, Gooch tried to act like he was an idiot. And then it was like, you're not stupid, brother. He was like, I just play golf. I don't know how to do anything else. And it was like, dude, don't sell yourself so sorely like that.
See, Bryson DeChambeau.
Yep, of course.
Matt Jones.
Matt Jones, bum.
Brendan Grace.
Bum.
Abraham Answer.
Yeah, that's a Mexican.
Okay.
I talked about.
Kevin Na, Brooks Koepka, Dustin Johnson.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Louis Oosthuizen. Louis Oosthuizen's definitely a big name. They tried to really take a lot of South Africans, which they did do, and they tried to get a lot of Australians as well. Thank God for Adam Scott. He'll never go. So yeah, I'm going to the LIV. I'm going to come back. We're going to come back here on Tuesday. I'm going to hopefully have some terrible things to say about it.
Hopefully.
But I may not. We're not going to be there for Sunday either, so we don't have to be there for that fake trophy presentation where everybody celebrates like they won something and they obviously didn't win anything. And by the way, there's a real PGA Tour event on this weekend if you want to watch it. Fortinet Championship.
We're going to be in that one?
Max Homa's defending. Of course not, because he just made $1 bajillion from winning the Tour Championship.
Jeez.
He made $18 million from winning the Tour Championship 3 weeks ago.
Wow.
So
Arnold Palmer was in the LIV tournament.
Arnold Palmer's been dead for a long time,
right?
Sadly, very sad. Great promoter of the game, the sport, and if he's rolling in his grave right now. Rolling in his grave.
Pissed.
Rolling in his grave.
Pissed.
Well, because he started the tour. He helped start the tour. So,
right.
Obviously,
That's
it's pretty disappointing for him. But his legacy will live on forever. That's what's great about the PGA Tour. It has legacies. LIV doesn't and never will. So, that's the difference.
All right, so let's go back to the NBA.
No,
the Western Conference. We did the Western Conference yet.
Oh, I was saying we were going to do that next
episode.
Show.
Okay,
yeah,
we can do that.
Let's save it. Let's save it. I think.
No worries.
So, Gabe, I just did want to clarify for you about our discussion earlier. You're not the first person to get the two confused. You never will be the last person to get the two confused.
That makes me feel better.
And
we are not professionals.
Just for next time, Federer, his sponsor is Uniqlo. It's the European sports brand they run.
So I wasn't too far off, obviously.
Well, no, I guess you could maybe say it's the Nike of Sweden, but certainly not even close to the same thing. But Uniqlo, that's the Federer, it's the little square right here. If you saw it, if you looked it up, you would know exactly what I'm talking about.
So back my case, we are students. We have a lot going on.
No, we're busy. And look,
professional sports.
Tennis is certainly not on our radar. A lot of Americans didn't even care about the U.S. Open until Tiafoe made it to the semifinals.
Right.
Tiafoe.
That was amazing. Tiafoe. Amazing.
Just forget his name.
He was just not going to beat Alcaraz.
Alcaraz.
Alcatraz.
I mean, hey, probably makes people feel like they're in prison. I mean, he gets to every ball. He's the fastest dude on the court I've ever seen. 19 years old, won 4 straight 5-setters.
Number 1 in the country. Alcatraz.
Number 1 in the world.
Number 1 in the world. Sorry, number 1 in the world.
But yeah, when Djokovic comes back, he's going to come back and be extremely fired up, and he's going to take it right back. I would not be shocked. But anyways, guys, that is our show for this Thursday, Friday, whenever you're listening. Great game from the Chargers and the Chiefs last night. Wish we could have waited to record after, but you heard our explanations of it.
Hank has to go to some made-up golf tournament.
It is. I'm very frustrated about it. I certainly don't have to, but yeah, I'm gonna give y'all updates.
I hope it's worth it. I hope it was worth missing our Friday podcast.
You know what?
I hope it was worth us making up
the good thing is
some facts about this Chargers Chiefs game.
Hey, we didn't make it up.
Oh no, you're right. Yeah,
no, this is
you did pass for
Friday. This is recording on Friday. Yeah, I will. We'll talk about it after when we get back, and hopefully, all you guys are excited to hear about, what really goes on at these things, and not just the LIV fake media that produces it. Hopefully, also David Faraday. That's really all I care about. Also would get a job, guys. If they offered me a job, I would take it immediately.
Sorry about that. I was checking our TikTok page that we just made, and a random TikTok just came up on our For You page. But I did want to shout out that we did make a TikTok because TikTok is popular now, and all the kids go on there. So I feel like that will grow our platform.
We're kids.
We are men. Anyways, follow us on TikTok at the Dagger Pod, all one word. And Twitter, with a lot of usernames, so let me recheck that Twitter page.
That's what you said on Tuesday as well.
We have a lot of Twitter, or a lot of social medias now.
We do.
And a lot of the names are taken, so.
Also on YouTube.
Yep, YouTube. So Twitter is Dagger_podcast, and YouTube is probably just the Dagger Podcast.
Yeah,
Spotify, check us out on iOS TV Sports, or is it just iOS TV?
It is iOS TV. They should be releasing, or it may already be on Spotify right now. Gabe's going to check it right now.
It was the first episode is, yeah.
It's iOS TV. And then I think that they're going to be doing like podcast Spotlight of the Week at some point. So, when it's our turn, we will heavily promote that. But until then, guys.
Well, we do have a SoundCloud as well.
Oh, we're on SoundCloud. I don't think anybody's listening to us on SoundCloud.
Hey,
I think on Spotify.
I think SoundCloud is our most used.
We're on Apple Podcasts as well.
We will get there. But SoundCloud is the Dagger Podcast. So.
Okay. Again, guys, thank you for tuning in. This was a fun one to record. Certainly not as much sports to talk about, so we kind of bounced all over the place. I will send you updates from LIV, and
let's wish Hank a fun time at LIV, shall we?
Yeah, let's hope that they don't take me as a journalist.
Have you ever seen Stranger Things?
A little bit.
All right, well, you're going to end up in Russia like Hopper, so.
That's what I thought.
Anyways.
Like Brady Griner.
Wow.
Okay,
all right, let's end the show
we're
here.
End it, guys. Again, thank you for listening. We'll see y'all Tuesday.
Alrighty. Let's ride.